Hi everyone, welcome to Straight from the Divine Tarot. We are Tuesday, January 20th, 2026. I'm here to do a general collective reading. It is a timeless read. You can switch the genders and the roles if you need to. Please only take what applies and toss the rest. Don't try to make things fit if it does not. Thank you for joining me. I love you guys so much. Hopefully you're having a beautiful day. Let's see where we're going to go with this read. Spirit guides, guardian angels, ancestors, the highest white light. It's a message for the collective at this hour. What would you like to discuss with the collective, please? What is the message? Thank you. So we have optimism, overarching energy. I like the way that started. Remain optimistic, right? You know, I really do think it's a knack. It's a gift if you can remain optimistic during some hard times, right? What choice? I mean, if you're going through it, you're going through it, but what choice do you have? I'd rather be optimistic than not. There's a lot of conflict. Yeah. Somebody's going through it. Sorry you're going through it. There's a lot of conflict here. That's the underlying energy. Visitation. You might be getting some guests, or you are a guest. Visitation and hospitality. You could be working in hospitality. Don't have to be. Maybe you have to entertain people you're not too fond of. I don't know. Or the other way around. Something to do with religion. And a spirit throne. Yours or somebody else's. Somebody could be leaving, coming. Maybe this visitation of, you know what I'm saying? Somebody's no longer here. I don't know, a martyr? You could be a martyr, or somebody else is acting like a martyr. This is a snake. You're dealing with a snake. Something to do with time. I'm looking at this spinning wheel. So someone is spinning yarns, lying about you or something else. This could be an academic. This could be you or someone else. Very learned, and or not. You're just learning something. Somebody's afraid. Somebody's a chicken. Yeah, your shine offends their demons. Somebody's playing chicken with you. They're daring you. Oh boy. Something to do with secrets, secret knowledge. Arcane knowledge. Somebody's exploring something. Secret knowledge. What are they doing? Yeah, as is. Something is as it is. Somebody was in the entertainment industry, or you are, or somebody was doing something for entertainment purposes. Could be a group of people, kind of looks like it. Yeah, somebody's in service to God or elsewhere. You're into self-care. You're teaching people how to take care of themselves. There's expectations. Somebody wants to take your place, or they're expecting you to leave, or somebody's expecting to go because you're getting attention. Yeah. Okay, so I know what this is. Somebody's under observation. You're a leader. Somebody's watching you. Okay, this is it. I was picking this up before this read, and it just in a roundabout way went there. So somebody, you could be out in the public eye. You don't have to be. Whatever you're doing is being noticed. Somebody was doing some sort of spell work against you, wishing the worst for you, but they were doing it behind closed doors, obviously, right? The cowards that they are. And now they're getting backfires. They're getting a lot of backfires and karma for what they've done to you and others. They don't want anybody to know the truth, that they're getting hit hard. So they're trying to put on a false face here, trying to do what they normally do each and every day, but they're losing ground. And that's where that's it in a nutshell. They don't want anybody to know they're getting some backfires. This could be a cult, coven, secret society, or some sort of group. They don't want anybody to know what they're going through, because then it tips the scales, right? Everybody knows they're the ones doing the spell work. It is what it is. They could, okay, thank you, Spirit. So the Spirit just told me they took some lives. Now they're very afraid. So they were doing unalive spells and maybe took some lives. Wow. So optimism. So there's so blood on people's hands here, and whoever was responsible is getting hit hard. Optimism. Where are we going with this? Bad influence. Somebody influenced others to do this, right? Someone is having a negative influence on your life. They're trying to negatively impact your life, but it's back in their court. Somebody wants to clear the air with you because they are scared. Clearing up misunderstandings through communication. That reminds me about communication. Listen, if you're going to threaten me, be careful. I don't take threats lightly, okay? Unspoken desires has something to do with money, ego, control. I just heard. This is a clown, okay? Performance, camouflage, laugh at, and revenge. So they were doing stuff against you and others because they're wee little people inside, right? laughing at you, act of revenge, blah, 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 blah. Vengeance, it says, saith the Lord. Okay? This person thinks they're the Lord. Okay, good for them. Clown. Yeah, they're under threat now. They were threatening you. It's funny how I was just talking about threats in my comment section. I don't take that lightly. Okay, this is a clown threatening me, threatening you, taking lives. Money, life, violence, privacy. This was a joint evolution. There's a bunch of people that did this because you're speaking your unfiltered truth, or somebody will be speaking the unfiltered truth. They were trying to protest against you. Why? Because you were telling the truth. Someone will speak their unfiltered truth. Yeah, jealousy issues. Yeah, jealousy may be affecting your relationship. Partial truths here. So people that were working with this person only got partial truths or no truths. They got suckered into doing this. Giving up their souls, maybe. Stop getting on these hate trains. I really mean that. Stop it. Only sharing parts of the truth that benefit oneself. Now they're pretending to be fine and they're not. They're getting hit hard. You may appear strong outwardly while feeling vulnerable. Path is unknown. They don't know what's going to happen to them. You're unmasking motives. There's somebody's unmasking these motives. Some people's true motives begin to surface. All their fuck shit's coming out. They can't stop it. No. You're not bigger than the universe. Yeah, and somebody's overthinking it now. Thoughts and emotions are tangled up, leading to overthinking. Some about talent. Maybe you're talented and they're not, and they were jealous. Born with features, personality. You're a safe space. Yeah, you're safe. So they're overthinking this. Oh my gosh, all this magic's gone towards you. Nothing's happened. Oh my gosh, where's it going to go? Figure it out. Brainiac, figure it out. Playing both sides, I guess. Stop playing. Keeping tabs. Stop playing. Someone's keeping a close eye on your actions. This is a double standard. Because if anybody did this to them, oh boy, that would be it, right? Yeah, I'm trying to sacrifice here, right? Dedication, ritual, worship, and voluntary. Hidden truths. They can't look you in the face. They can't show their face. Maybe they can't show their face because something's happened to their face. They could have been so high on looks and superficial, already doing too much makeup, thinking that looks is all, it's all about the looks. Very superficial. So maybe their looks are going, maybe they're doing glamour spells on you. Taking your energy and your looks and your whatever's yours. Facts haven't been fully revealed. This is a cool down period. Calm, pause, solidification. Yeah, exposing lies. Mask is coming off. The truth will eventually be exposed. Now, this is a lot of inner and outer conflict here. Inner conflict. Inner conflict makes decision-making difficult. Yeah, uncovered truth. These people are trash, okay? Uncovered evidence will change your view on things. Keep spreading your positivity. They don't want that. Agents of the devil, right? Too bad. These boneheads don't realize that they place themselves right on the path to battle God. Make that make sense. Touch not mine anointed. Do my prophets no harm. What you put out, you give back. You know what I'm saying? These people, they think they're above all of that. Oh, that surely wouldn't happen to me. Yeah. Surely, if that's your name, it will happen to you. Optimism and bad influence. My God's bigger than your God's. No, I don't think so. Where are we going with this, please, Spirit? Keep praying to that God. See what they're going to do. Now they're getting an ego check here. This is hurting their ego. Okay, ego getting in the way of relationship, etc. In the way of living life normally. They're getting some bad karma. I can't make this up. Oh, I don't want anybody to know I'm getting the karma for what I put out. Yeah, dirt digging. They're trying to dirt dig on you. I bet you any money if you didn't have to go far to dirt dig on them if you ever bothered to do so. I think you already know these people. You have their number. They probably do have a lot of things they're covering up, and it's usually the typical old things. You know what I'm saying? Looking for dirt on you or vice versa. They can't find a fucking thing on you. Yeah, jackpot. Winning money. Got rich. Inheritance. Unexpected money. So there's a lot of money involved. Could be a spiritual inheritance. Doesn't have to be. And if it is, it's not always about money. These people think it is. And or you are in line for an inheritance of some sort of large amount of money. And they think that they can divert it into their pockets. I don't think so. Yeah, they want to fight you. They want to fight you over this. So this is girl or guy fight. Arguments, physical fight at war, and competing. Stop competing. It's the thief of joy. I want what they have. I want what they look like. Yeah, screenshots. You have screenshots, getting evidence, proof, and facts. Somebody has no facts, okay? Never has the facts, makes shit up and lies. Good for them. How's that work out for you? That's got to be embarrassing. Oh my gosh. Liar, pants on fire. I'd be devastated, you know what I mean? To be found out to be this piece of shit that all the readers are talking about. Optimism, bad influence, and ego. Shame, shame, shame. Where are we going with this, please, Spirit? Stagnant, stuck, dead end, frozen. And what did I do? What did I do? How can I undo this? You can't. You understand? Bonehead, you can't. You just gotta ride it out. Somebody's really hopeful, or you're hopeful, inspired, optimistic, and success. Again, optimism. They can't kill your optimism. They want to. Yeah, you cut ties with somebody, or other people are cutting ties with this person because maybe they're getting other people. Maybe they didn't do exactly what this person or these people have done, but they're getting some karma. You know, it starts from the top down, trickles down like shit, right? Freedom, standing up and awaken. Shattered. People are cutting ties with this person. Broken, nightmares, and failure. Because you're a nurturing sort. You didn't deserve any of this. You're a mentor. You're very wise, and you do give back, and you're protected from these karmics. Psychopaths. There's an ex in here, or somebody's exes. Old ex, dead relationships always, very clingy. They're salty, they're bitter, they're angry, and they're petty. That you block them. This is either your ex or somebody else's ex. I don't know. God, their nose out of shape here because of who you are. They can't be you. Yep, you're busy healing. Get away from you. Get away from me. You know what I mean? That kind of energy. You're blocked. Get the fuck away from me. If this is your ex, you've had a lot to heal from them. There's no way you're going to let them back in. And they're envious of you. They're facing legalities, whether something to do with you and or something else. And they're daydreaming here that you can pull them through. You got a lot of talents here, self-reflection, untapped talents, unanswered questions. They're suffering in silence, or you did. You put up some boundaries. They're hoping that you can bail them out. Maybe they'll remember me and they'll bail me out, and then I can fuck around and find out some more. No, I don't think so. Optimism, bad influence. They're hoping they can influence more people to come up against you. Play on their egos. Their life is stagnant. Maybe they're blaming you for that, saying that you were behind it, that you're doing this spell work, that you're the evil one, the psycho, the demonic one, but it's them. Page of Swords is lies, it's jealousy, it's abuse. They're lying. You're getting your justice here. Wow, and they don't like it. People don't like to hear this. Okay, they don't want to hear it, but that's too bad. Seven of Swords, they got caught. They have to come clean. Yeah, they're losing their job. They're trying to make you lose your job, or whatever they did didn't work. They're not getting away with this. What's the message, please, Spirit? Optimism, bad influence, ego, stagnant. Go sit down and heal, little boy, little girl. You hear me? Because it's not going to be too pretty at the end of the day. At the end of the day, things are going to get worse, way worse. Ramp it up. Turn it up from what, 2 to 5, maybe 7 today. I don't know. We'll ramp it up. Let's see. Let's see. It's not going to be sufficient to hear ouch. I need to hear ouch. You need to stop doing what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Maybe tell the truth for once in a while. Once in your life. Yeah, that'd be nice. Tell the truth. Thank you. Wanting a life of luxury off the backs of others. Somebody's very unstable and greedy and selfish. Very insecure. They don't want to be alone. They certainly can't mind their own business. This could be an entrepreneur that's not doing so well. Some sort of money crime. They're having money problems. They need you to come to their rescue. Very unstable. The Chariot, moving forward, overcoming, leaving them behind. This could be police as well. It's radical acceptance. Somebody needs to radically accept that everybody's aware of what they've been doing. You're still moving forward, plugging away, victorious, universally driven, leaving them behind, reading my back, catch my dust. You know what I'm saying? They need to take accountability and bring back balance to a situation. You have structured discipline and direction in your life. There's movement now. Yeah, they're finding this out. This could be the police after an investigation. You're still moving forward. People are finding that out. So if you're doing anything nasty, doing this spell work, why aren't you getting backfires? Why aren't you getting karma? Why are you still stable and steady, moving forward? People are finding this out. Oh dear, what's going on? Yeah, you're finding out you're the Empress, a divine feminine energy, male or female. You're a creator. You're creating something new. Through your pain, you create new life. Through children or some sort of artistry, you're displaying all the finer qualities of all four queens in the deck and then some. This is the most powerful feminine energy in the deck. Down to earth. This is unconditional love, protected. Yeah, you're online. This is ending a cycle to begin a new one, moving and or traveling. But you're very protected, okay, within this world card, within this laurel wreath. Usually it's the laurel wreath. But this is victory, and you're protected. You learned your lessons. You've elevated, okay? You ended a cycle to begin, or you are ending a cycle to begin a new one. You're divulging something online, exposing something, the moon in reverse. You're not hiding, are you? You're not confused, no. People are finding out the truth. They can't hide the fact that you are the divine feminine energy. There's a lot of illusions here. Hopeful, wishful thinking. I want to be that. I want all that and then some. But they're not willing to do the work. They're not willing to mind their own business and toe their own line. Do what they're supposed to do. No. They think they can just step into somebody else's life, take what's theirs, and just move forward from there. I don't fucking think so. This is somebody that brushes off their karma on other people, blames other people. Oh, yeah. The grand accuser. Okay. Oh, spirit. I can't say that. Where are we going with the moon in reverse? This is nasty, nasty people you're dealing with. Devil energy, what I tell you, is nasty. They're doing spell work. They're finding out exactly where the spell work is going. Somebody's all hell stinky, right? I don't think so. People are finding out. They might say that they're in service to God and they love God. They're the opposite. They're evil. Okay? Somebody's bound to something. It could be a contract. This is very toxic and karmic. They have addictions, obsessions, and codependency issues. They're bound to the devil. Like, let them stay there. Yeah. This is embarrassing and disgraceful. They're going to have to let go of something. Five of Swords. You hurt their pride and their ego because you insulted their master. Oh, well. Don't have to go very far to insult their master, right? They're just like them. Okay, they want to be like them. You think that he's going to follow through with his promises? He don't care about you. He's a liar. You're going to find out just how much of a liar he is. You keep fucking hailing to him. They want you to let go of something? I don't know. They're feeling sorry for themselves. Some of you let go of something. They're feeling sorry for themselves. They got found out. They're embarrassed and disgraced. You hurt their pride and their ego. Oh no, they're holding a grudge against you. Must be all stinky himself holding a grudge. Chaos agents. Everything's backing up onto them and they're feeling sorry for themselves. They're having a pity party because they're getting found out. And they're very overly dramatic. Just look how she's lying on the steps here. Oh, woe is me. Is anybody noticing how hard my life is now? Trying to blame it on other people. You're ignoring them. If they're trying to get your attention, it's like, no, sorry. No, sorry, not sorry. We don't deal with people like you. I just heard you keep blocking them. So you might have some sort of online presence. You might not. But for those who have online presence, you keep blocking this fool. And they keep making false profiles. And again, you know who they are. You know their energy. And you keep blocking them and they feel sorry for themselves. Because, yeah, they're going to have to drop something, let something go, ending a cycle. You're not going to be taking on their burdens, or maybe this group is not going to be taking on their burdens. They're dropping it like a hot potato. They don't want to get burnt. Because somebody lied. This is bad news. They bring bad news, okay? Page of Wands in reverse. They throw rocks, hide hands. They need outside validation all the time. This very juvenile, okay, whoever this is. They have no creativity or inspiration. They can't inspire a fart. Okay, I keep saying this. This is true about this person. They're a liar. They feel entitled to everything everybody else owns without having to do the work. They're a drama starter. Now they're having a schnit fit. They lied. They lied. People are finding out they're a liar. All this shit's going back onto them. Everybody that was in this group or knew about this black magic, about this crusade, are horrified now. We were doing it for the greater glory of God, were you? Yeah, they're parting ways. They're grieving and regretting. Crying over spilt milk now. Oh, woe is me. What have I done? What have I done? Chances are this person put spell work on this group of people to make them more pliable, to make them believe their stories more. Two of Swords, seeing with clarity what's going on. Ship has sailed. They're on their own now. And they're crying the blues. Oh dear, oh dear. Yeah. No more, there's no more denial. People see it for what it is now. There's no more denial. They're letting this go. Boom. Well, the divine's involved. This is a platform. This is a marriage, a contract. Divine, you can be spiritually high ranking. They now see how spiritually high ranking you are. As above, so below. The divine has stepped into the building. Oh boy. Yeah, you're very intuitive. You remained emotionally balanced, stable, mature, loving, kind, nurturing, and sweet. If you do have a platform, they see that you're still maintaining, you're still balanced, nothing's affected you. You're still loving, kind, nurturing, and sweet. You used your intuition to get by. This is the biggest couple of love in the whole deck is the Queen of Cups. Whether you're male or female, place the genders where it belongs. It doesn't matter. Okay, it's just gender. It's just energy. But you're able to maintain and still love from afar. They wanted to stop you. Somebody's in hot water because they see how balanced you still are and loving. And someone's in hot water. Six of Swords. They can't get away from this. They're shitting bricks. Yeah, you're highly intuitive. You could be male or female. Remember that. You could be a high priest or high priestess. You have a deep knowing. You don't have to say much. People are seeing this. You could be a reader, a spiritualist, a healer. Very obedient. You don't say much, but you know. You know. Yeah, that's somebody was fucking around in your energy. Somebody was a love bomber. Secretly coming in to love bomb you. This is somebody that doesn't want you to have support, friends, or fealty. No offers. Yeah, this is somebody that's wearing a mask and very insincere. Everybody else knows it now in this group. It's an insincere group. Five of Wands. This is conflict, jealousy, competition, drama, strife, rivalry. They're all up in arms here. People can't look at themselves. I think they're feeling ashamed of themselves. Maybe some of this magic is worn off. Maybe the divine has stepped into the building and making them feel that feeling. I know when I stood before him, I was so ashamed of my actions and who I purported to be. You know what I'm saying? When you stand before him, you totally drop the ego. You don't have any ego. He strips it from you. And there's no way you can lie to him. None whatsoever. So you're going to wear that shame. Oh yes, you're going to wear that shame. If you're getting in the way of somebody doing work for the divine, shame on you. Somebody's past, this could be you or somebody else, a divine masculine energy, male or female, a go-getter, somebody with authority, spiritual or otherwise. It could be a father figure, a boss, or a leader as well. Somebody's feeling ashamed of themselves. This could be you. This could be somebody else coming in on you. Yeah. Somebody give out false, misleading information. Loss of children. Somebody's finding something out. Somebody could be shielding you. Again, this could be a divine being. Doesn't have to be. But somebody is using their intuition. You see the moon and the fogginess here. They might be trying to interfere with your intuition. Or this person interfered with these people's intuition. Let's see which way it goes. To shield themselves, to hide themselves under your energy or other people's energies. Yeah, this is a karmic. Somebody knows this is a karmic. It's a false contract, all one-sided, stacked against you. So behind your back, so you wouldn't really know what was going on, what was said. So you had no defense. But this is poor decision-making here, not using higher wisdom. This is a lesson, not a blessing. And they're reaping the consequences. Yeah, this is financial ruin, spiritual jail. So somebody's trying to give off that they're divine masculine energy, or this is you coming in. They now know you are divine. You could be masculine and feminine. We did see the divine feminine earlier, right? Didn't we? I can't remember. You could be both. It doesn't really matter. You're a go-getter. You're established. You're very wise. You're not afraid to make decisions here. You know these people are karmic. This could be a divine masculine who claims they're a divine masculine, a father figure, a boss, or a leader who chose a divine being over, chose a karmic over divine being, sorry. Or there's something to do with a false contract, a breach of contract. It's financial ruin, spiritual jail. This could be somebody that got led astray or something like that. Now they want to come back in from out of the cold, trying to find their confidence here. Yeah, no, this is sacrificing. They try to sacrifice you. This is financial ruin, spiritual jail. Damn, they're stuck. They're trapped. They're trying to stall something. They're trying to change people's perceptions. They don't want illumination at all. They can't overcome this, and they know it. Yeah. Somebody's taking action. This is growth and expansion. Passion. New beginnings. Yeah. Now they want forgiveness now. Somebody's taking some sort of action. They went too far. They took some action to try to unalive you or others. Somebody could have been injured or unalived. Somebody doesn't want to go and heal. Oh, poor judgment. They made some poor judgment here. Bad decisions. Lack of awareness, acceptance, and accountability. So everybody involved in this group have spilled some blood. I don't know if the person survived or not. I was picking up a couple of unalives that they're going to be responsible for. They don't want to take accountability, but this is a decision has been rendered. If they go to court, they're going to be found guilty for whatever they were doing. There's been some proof as to, listen, if they showed intent, if there was an exchange of money, even if it's for spell work or a hitman or a woman, if there's an exchange of money, it shows intent. And you guys are all involved if they are listening. This is what they tried to do. Now they're trying to turn it around? No, I don't think so. I didn't know. Well, you better fucking know. You don't jump in on crusades and hate trains. Think it's fun because you have no excitement in your fucking life. No direction. Instead of working on yourself, you'd rather tear other people down. It's funny, I was thinking about tear down groups and cults online. Destroying people's lives just because. Yeah? Because they're bored. How's that working out for you? I know they're listening. I talked to both the person that was affected negatively and the ones who were doing it. So in case you're concerned, I'm not singling out the innocent people. I'm talking to them because I know they do watch me. Okay, some of these people. They're in my comment section, you know what I'm saying? They hang around day after day. I don't know why. I'm trying to get a little piece of a little crumbs of the white light. Choke on it. There's karma. This is enacting karma. They are afraid. They went too far. Karma's now enacted. You are an angel. Earth angel. The angels are all on it. Okay? Yeah, somebody's was really malicious, ruthless, careless, and cruel. Male or female, place it where it belongs. Somebody's having an emotional outburst. They could be drinking, inebriated all the time. They could be poking things into their veins, or they have some sort of blood disease right now. An STD maybe. Somebody's emotionally manipulative, emotionally unavailable, and self-serving, and very immature. This is self-serving. This is really greedy, selfish energy. They can't contain their emotions any longer. Yeah, because you're wish fulfillment. Or you're getting your wish fulfillment. They get their wish fulfillment by doing magic. Unbelievable. This Queen of Wands was beneath that. They like loose people, loosey-gooseys. Yeah, you got love, self-love, new love, true love. You have peace, new beginnings, happiness, emotional fulfillment. Your cup really does overflow. You've been blessed by God because you did the work. 9 cups, 10, and with 1 cup, that's 10 cups. It's wish fulfillment. You healed your heart. They're trying to trigger you. They think they know what your triggers are. You healed your heart. This is a blessing in disguise. You are a blessing. But they were talking mad shit about you, trying to abuse you in every way. Now they want forgiveness. Give me a break. They're in their emotions, right? They knew what they do. They all know what they took part in. Yeah. Truth and clarity. You know the truth. You are the truth. This is a breakthrough. There's going to be some communication coming towards you. This is Archangel Michael's sword. Piercing through the bull crap. Yeah, they gave out false misleading information. If this is something you were in a relationship with, it was unrequited. Whatever this wasn't justified, I just heard. Wow. They're trying to keep you small. They want you to go back into a past toxic cycle. You're not going back there. If your family are involved or anybody you had a relationship with, you don't have any good memories with them. None whatsoever. They just didn't want you getting your flowers. Yeah, this is somebody, they're afraid. They are afraid. They're going through it now. Somebody could have lost a child. I keep picking that up. Blamed you for it. You had nothing to do with it, but they can't handle the bullshit, okay? They were doing black magic, and people know this person was doing black magic, okay? And it blew up in their face. They were doing magic on everybody around them. They didn't want anybody to know that, so they blamed the loss on you. They blamed the loss of their relationship on you. This person's really sick, scared. It's a scandal. Time is up, and they fucking know it. Yeah, the worst has happened. This is a nightmare. They're exhausted. They're trying to think of ways to justify and rationalize what they've done. They can't. You're not worried. Yeah. So they lost their job now. They're trying to make you lose your job. Something didn't work. Their spell work didn't work because you're divinely protected. You're in your north node. You say you are who you say you are. You're a healer. You're balanced. This is divine intervention, by the way. All your stars have aligned. You're stable and secure. You remain stable and secure. Now they're all up in arms here. 3 cups in reverse. People are talking. Egregious gossips. Somebody's not happy. They're not happy. They're not happy. You have star energy right here. A great deal of faith. Conscious awareness. You co-create with the divine. Manifesting something new. You alchemize and you transmute. You have all the tools you need for success. And this burns their ass, right? You can be taking action against these people. Possibly. Yeah. This is a backfire. Consciously, you know it's a backfire. Everybody consciously knows this is a backfire, but they're still lying to themselves for some reason. This is bad news. All illusions here. All illusions. Hopeful, wishful thinking. 7-7, by the way. You stood your ground, you're divinely protected. People are fighting with this person. They're fighting with this group here. Family, group, community. You're standing guard here. You're still happy. This is ending. There's an ending here. Yeah, this was an injustice. This was amoral or criminal or both. Unfair, definitely. They were working all together, collaboration. The wheel. Gold digger, cloud chaser. This is fated. So whatever yarn they were spinning, it's now unraveling before everybody's eyes. They see the truth here. This is divine timing. This is change. You're very fortunate. Somebody was a gold digger and a cloud chaser. Yeah, they wanted your spiritual gifts. They wanted you to lose your spiritual gifts. Or they were stealing money. Trying to steal money. This is not their blessings, okay? And it's the tower moment. Bye-bye. Okay, 7 of Pentacles. Misappropriation of funds. They didn't want anybody investing in you. This was a poor investment. You get what you give with the 7 of Pentacles in reverse, okay? They had no proof to say that you were this, that, and the other thing. These people just jumped on the bandwagon. This is really, really embarrassing and disgraceful. They lost a lot of money, spent a lot of money on stupid things, and now they have to relocate. Now they don't know what to do. Suddenly, they could have been getting kicked out of their home suddenly. They don't know what to do. Yeah, this is a fraud. This is fraud and theft. And or they're going bankrupt. Somebody's watching this online here. They're collaborating with others. Something to do with a contract. Now they want help. They were holding you back or trying to hold you back. Yeah, trying to impersonate you. Forge your signature or stealing your work, your ideas, and your achievement. This is a narcissist, male or female, sociopath or psychopath, okay? This is a pathological liar at the very least. They're cold, calculating, and cruel. They're very abusive, and they have no authority, okay? They're going to jail. They're in spiritual jail. They're stuck in their head. They wanted you stuck. They were trying to restrict you. 8 of Swords. Or attach a false narrative to you or some sort of energy or entity. Yeah, with this group. People are talking now. They were celebrating this, right? Somebody's playing games here. Juggling. Trying to maintain. They're trying to maintain. You're still balanced and in alignment. You're speaking some truth. You are the truth. Male or female. Yeah. They're intercepting your money or your mail. Somebody can't be trusted. Whatever this is, it's embarrassing. It's disgraceful. Remain optimistic. Listen, you look up God. God says, don't worry, I take care of it. He takes care of it. Okay, there's a lot of conflict. This is you being optimistic and happy-go-lucky and healthy is causing conflict amongst these people because, SpaghettiOs, corn chips. You know what I mean? Yeah, bad influence. They were influenced to do something they shouldn't have done. Someone is having a negative influence on your life or theirs. Now they want to clear the air with you because they know what they've done. Clearing up misunderstandings through communication. They're getting bad karma, that's why. This is an ego death. This is hurting their ego and their pride. Or maybe you hurt their ego and pride at one point. I don't know. By speaking the truth. They didn't want to admit the truth. They didn't want anybody to know the truth. So they targeted you or something. Their life is stagnating now. Stuck dead end and frozen. They're hopeful that maybe they can help. You can help them or somebody else can help them. I don't know. They did some jar spells against you. And they didn't take. Inspired, optimistic, and success. When God says just step back, work on what you're supposed to work on, do your healing, be a vessel for me. Don't pay attention to this riffraff. I'll take care of it. You better believe he will. Get out of your own way. Let him take care of it. He knows what he's doing. He is mighty, okay? You don't lie. God doesn't lie. The other guy does, okay? The other guy does. He lies all the time. You can guarantee that, okay? Whatever he promises you, it's a lie. He gives you just enough, and he gives it to you grudgingly because he hates humans. He does. If you don't believe me, keep going. You'll find out. Where are we going with this, please? How are we in this read, please, for the collective? Web weaver. Oh, they're caught up in their own web. Synchronicity, divine intelligence, cause and effect. You're stable and secure. This could be an emperor, male or female. It could be a divine masculine. That's the most powerful energy in the deck. Masculine energy, I should say. You have wisdom. You're established. Not afraid to make decisions. You have authority, spiritual or otherwise, behind you. Because you've been through it, right? Or this is a boss leader or some sort of father figure. But the divine's involved. He's a father, isn't he? You're weaving a beautiful tapestry. They can't weave anything. Like I said, they can't create anything, but not even a fart. You know what I'm saying? They need help to do that. Synchronicity. Pay attention to the numbers, to the names, to the music. It's all coming together beautifully. I love that for you. The Shadow Queen or King. This is ruin. You avoided, you bypassed everything they threw your way. Why? Because you're not that person. You're not who they said you were. They are. And they're trying to avoid a tower moment, trying to hide it. That the tower's hit. They can't hide it here. Okay. So this is acquiring knowledge. They know not what they do. Okay. Insecurity. Oh, they are insecure. They're trying to make you look like you're insecure now. This is manipulation. Is being revealed. Or they said that you were the manipulator, you are not. This is ruin. It is ruin. Sisters this season, your sister, somebody else's sister's involved, or this is a group of females doing this. Witchy females thinking they're all that in a bag of chips. Cycles of growth, natural law, divine order. Again, the divine is bookending here. Divine intelligence, divine order. Don't mess around with the divine. Or anybody that's in service to the divine. This is somebody in their north node. They're divinely protected. This is divine intervention. Pay attention. There are laws being broken or have been broken. Keepers of the scales. This was an injustice, unbalanced, unfair. Right? No fairness, no balance. They thought they were above it all. They're not, and they're getting the karma and the backfires. Lady of the Lightning. Look at this. They're scared because they know who's at the focal point of this. You could be at the focal point of this, and nothing's touched you. They're scared because everybody around you that was coming after you is getting hit hard. The Web Weaver 4. The Web Weaver rejoices that your creations are far-reaching and have positive effects on the many. Every action, every thought, every word and deed is woven into the web of creation. When the Web Weaver appears as your ally, she grants you the way to others of like mind and intention and lets you know you're not alone in your endeavors. Just when you need to make a connection, like magic, synchronicity occurs. Music I can't even talk today. Reverberates through the web and plays in harmony with your own. This is a sign of trust and the connectivity between all events. Magic is afoot for you. Good magic. The baneful magic is afoot for them. Okay? Whatever they put out, they get back. If your query is about a relationship, the web weaver gives you assurance that meaningful coincidence comes through to give you reason to hope. Potential grows into reality with care and patience. Remember that the web reaches far and wide, and you're only capable of perceiving a small part of it. Trust and pay attention to the patterns you see play out in your life. All things will be revealed through the web. And that could be internet, the interwebs. Everything's being revealed. Somebody's going to be shining a light on that. Challenger, the Shadow Queen. The Shadow Queen gently asks you to address your innermost character flaws with compassion. For now, it's time to bring your wounded self and hidden agendas into the light. Light's being shined on these people. You're seeing the tangible results of those aspects of your nature that have evolved in response to the difficulties in your life. They've been a means to help you survive. Perhaps you're falling prey to insecurity, masked as elitism and arrogance, believing that you know best, to comparing yourself with others, or to being fearful and self-sabotaging. I think it's all the above, right? These people. I know they're listening. Obviously, this is towards them. Or this is to help you understand why they did what they did. Place it where it belongs. You may have been taught that manipulating others rather than being direct is the way to get your needs met. Yeah, these people aren't straightforward. They never tell the truth, even for no reason. I've seen people like that. They lie just for the sake of lying. When I ask them about it, they have no answer. The Shadow Queen reminds you that manipulation in any form isn't the best method of getting what you want. Another meaning that can also apply is the possibility that you're being affected by someone else's wounded self. It sounds like you're right. These people are affected by this person's wounded self. Perhaps you are the one being manipulated. So these people in this group were manipulated. I was picking that up in the beginning. And here we are yet again. And some of them might be listening and putting two and two together. Listen, if you came after me, I forgive you. Just stop doing what you're doing, okay? I'd rather you be my friend. I'm sure you'd rather me be your friend than not. But truth will prevail. You must tell me the truth. It wouldn't hurt to apologize. I didn't do anything to you. Whatever the case, it's time to take a fearless personal inventory and observe what part you play in the dramas and potential disasters in your life. When you come to the place of humility, forgiveness, and grace, then you may proceed again and walk into the light. There's a great value and strength in facing your own shadow in the realm of the Shadow Queen. So you got whoever these people are, if they're listening, face your shadow, admit the truth, atone, apologize. Be a big man or a woman. Okay? It does help. It probably will help in this situation. I don't know. So we have 16, 17. The Sisters of the Seasons. When the Sisters of the Seasons meet you on your path, they remind you that everything has a natural rhythm that obeys a higher law. That the nature of birth, hold on. Just as the seasons magically pass, be reminded that the nature of birth, growth, harvest, and decay cannot be altered. So if you keep on your path with determination and discernment, allowing for the natural course of events to unfold, success is assured. Keep going the way you've been going. Do the right things, though. Follow your heart. Stay on your path. Don't deviate and go onto other people's paths. Don't jump on bandwagons. Act your age. Not your shoe size. You know what I'm saying? Divine appropriate timing is guiding your desires into perfect manifest form. This is a very good period to start new things as you've moved out of winter into the beginning of spring. So this might be happening by spring. I don't know. Place it where it belongs. I mean, we're right in the thick of winter now. That's why I haven't left the house. A couple of days. It's too fucking cold. Continue with patience and be aware of the rhythms of your opportunities. There will be periods when things slow down and begin anew, move into fruition, and then slow down again in a never-ending natural flow. So you're up on that wheel and down, right? Up, down, up, down. It's a natural flow of life. Prepare for it, that's all. And it shouldn't bother you. It shouldn't veer you off course. Unless you're doing this fuck shit. And oh yeah, then you're off course. Be mindful of which sister greets you, for she points directly at the next. Every moment counts now. So this might be a sister involved, or a sister group or something. Or brother group, right, brother? I don't know. Place it where soul sister. This might be your sister doing this to you. And depending on how they want to deal with this is depending on what kind of sister they're going to meet in you. Okay? Because you have every right to be upset, pissed off, cold, indifferent. You know the score, right? So it depends on how they're going to, how they treat you is dependent on what kind of sister they get in you. Whether it's understanding, forgiving, whatever. I mean, you forgave them a long time ago, right? You're not holding on to this bullshit. Why would you? Let them deal with it on their own. In my situation, I forgave everybody. Doesn't mean I forget. Doesn't mean this is going to allow them back into my world to do it again. No. They might think that, but no, that's not the reality. It is what it is. And if they want my help, they want forgiveness, they need to get this off their chest to alleviate, mitigate, whatever. It depends on how they approach me. I'll tell you that much. How they approach me is dependent, on what they're going to get. They might just get a big fuck off. Laugh in their face. You know what I'm saying? Slammed in the door in their face. Whatever. Better approach me with some respect. After all this time, they never showed me any respect. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure you feel the same way. Disrespect. Nah, I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm not here to take all your underhanded, backhanded compliments. All your fucking bullshit. I think I'm really picking up that you feel the same way too. Ooh boy. Things are getting tough. I know, I just picked up somebody wants money. They're getting tossed out of their home. They're at the end of the line. They haven't been eating or something like that. And they're scared and they're crying. And nobody wants to help them because everybody's picked up on their depravity. They put 2 and 2 together now because the karma's hit them. It's backfires. Everybody's running the other way. Everybody got hit hard, but in different ways. Whatever you coveted is the first thing that goes. And these people are scared. And they're pissed off at this person for getting them involved. Where are we going with this, please? Okay. That's the truth. That's God's honest truth. So you're stable and secure, 40. You could be a divine masculine energy. Or you're dealing with a father, boss, leader. This fight, unknown, fair, uncertainty, and chaos. Finality, it's over. This fight is over. It's not your fight. God's fighting for you. This is truth and clarity. This is the sun. Exposed, illumination. Fatality, ending, misfortune, termination, and grief. So they wanted to end you. They ended other people, and the truth is coming out about it. Yeah, they wanted your spiritual gifts or something to do that was left to you. It could be an inheritance of some sort. It could be life insurance. It could be anything. 17, you're divinely protected. This is divine intervention. Gift, recognition, compliment, visit, attention, and joy. They might show up bearing gifts. Be careful. Okay, the Trojan horse, I just picked that up. They want into your energy so they could be protected. Something to do with a marriage, divine feminine marriage. It could be a marriage of business as well. Relationship, union, marriage, and connection. Something to do that's over. Somebody's marriage or connection's over here. Living room, comfort, intimacy, inner harmony, and visit. They want to come visit you. They need to get into your energy. But you ended a cycle because you learned your lessons. You're very protected. This is victory. They have to move. They have to move. Yeah, there's a letter of some sort coming towards you, or they were stealing your mail, rerouting your mail. You're moving forward. This is overcoming. This is universally driven. They need to radically accept. They need to take accountability. There's a letter, information, news, and a message and communication coming towards you. Or they're going to message you. I'm looking at that skull, which means unalive, right? And it also reminds me of Veritas, the paintings. They were doing Ouija board. They could have opened up a portal and ended somebody's life. I don't know what this is. Or maybe they're going out. Yeah, theft. It's all about theft. Karmic situations, contracts, decisions, third parties, loss, disappearance, abandonment, and eruption. You've ascended. You made the right decision, or somebody else is making a decision. That sword is pointing downwards, meaning the truth is known. It just has not been spoken yet. About a theft. Time is up. 39. They tried to sacrifice you. Now they're stuck. They're trying to delay something. It's a waste of time here. Time, power, transformation, reincarnation, and secret. Okay. They're just boneheads, okay? They did it to themselves, I hear. Where are we going with this, please? Everything's falling apart. Yeah, so there could be an ocean again between you or something like that. There's distance and journey. It could be physical or emotional or both. Instead of Crimea rivers, Crimea ocean. Oof, your ships are coming in. Anchor, stability. You're still stable and secure. They can't move you. Anchor. Something to do with fish. You might be near an ocean. Abundance and luck. You're too strong for these people and too resourceful. You have a lot of wisdom. They're trying to keep you hidden. This is with witchcraft, magic, and cursing. They were stealing from you maybe your wisdom, your work. Somebody at a distance. Good for them. Now they're getting caught up now. Rabbit. Could be a pregnancy. They're fearful here. Okay? Because you're fruitful. They're trying to give off the impression they're fruitful. They're stable. That you're attacking them. Now they're scared. Now they're scared. Now they want peace. Because you have peace in your life. This is spirit. I mean, a dove is very spiritual. They want to come and bring you an olive branch now. Because they want peace. Yeah, it was about an inheritance. Wow. Spiritual or otherwise. Something to do with an old man in the mail left you some money or something like that. And how dare you have this and I don't. I want it all. You don't deserve it. I do. They're so envious and they got other people involved. Whether it's online or not, but they came after you. This might be a sister if it is an inheritance. Yeah, whale. Look at this wisdom. You're a wisdom keeper. Tree. This is something to do with your family or somebody you have a family with. You're very stable. You're still growing. You have roots. They can't uproot you. You have a lot of strength, bravery, very successful. This is something to do. They thought they had something unlocked. Something's getting unlocked here. You're the key. I mean, in tarot, who holds the key? It's the high priestess, right? And the Hierophant. You're spiritually high ranking. They oh boy. They knocked on the wrong door. Thought they could pull this fuck shit off on the wrong persons. Sorry you're going through that, but the truth is coming out now. Hopefully these people have learned very valuable lessons because you don't play. This is just destructive, very destructive, and they're finding out just how much destruction they've incurred. Listening to old Stinky, following old Stinky, falling in love with their own selves and thinking they can do whatever they want. You cannot, okay? How dare you? I hope you like the reading. Until next time, take care.